I can't be blamed because the last two parties are similar in appearance.
Two cases, one courtroom, and Judge Middleton handled both with a steady hand. From chaos to calm, justice found its rhythm. If you found this breakdown eye-opening, hit like, share your thoughts, and subscribe for more courtroom deep dives.
Plus, I've seen on a video screen, I thought that was Mr. Fisk. Good afternoon, sir. Are you Arian James Fisk?
Yes, sir.
This is Judge Middleton. We've met. I'm here today to do your jail arraignment, set your bond, and get the matter scheduled for a hearing. Also with us is the Chief Public Defender, Mr. Keith Stickley, and the Chief Assistant Prosecuting Attorney, Joshua Robert. Mr. Fisk, apparently you got into it last night. You're charged with attempted carjacking. The way this is charged, they allege that you attempted to carjack somebody but failed in the execution thereof. You're trying to steal a guy's Mercedes convertible, allegedly, and that's a felony punishable by up to 5 years in prison. And we're to collect DNA samples. You're also charged with malicious destruction of fire police property for kicking the patrol vehicle on your way to jail. That's a felony punishable by up to 4 years imprisonment and a fine of up to $5,000. You're also charged with assault battery for allegedly punching the guy that owned the car in the face, Mr. Sloman. He had a very bloody face. And you're charged with being a third habitual offender, making this punishable by up to 15 years imprisonment. I'm going to show you're pleading not guilty. I'm going to appoint an attorney. I'm going to set the pre-exam conference for September 30th at 8:30 and a preliminary if needed for October 7th at 1. You're presently on bond on a circuit court case, possession of methamphetamine, which our file number was 2534. The circuit court file number is 2525608AH. That's theoretically set for a jury trial on October 14th.
250 grand? That's not just a bond, that's a wall. The judge isn't punishing Fisk, he's protecting him from himself. But seriously, who wakes up in jail and says, I didn't know?
Every court date, $2 grand, and I've been on bond for almost a year.
Judge Pattison just gave you 93 days in jail for a domestic violence case last September. Another domestic violence case got dismissed. You had another possession of methamphetamine, 231856. I think it might have gotten dismissed as part of the other file. You went to prison in 2014 for maintaining a meth laboratory. We don't see that much anymore. So you have a conviction for methamphetamine. You're on probation for methamphetamine, on bond, excuse me, pending a trial. And I fear it's in the background here. This is a serious case. The guy got punched in the face, allegedly trying to steal his Mercedes. Then you were out of control with the police. And you got a jury trial set in about a month. Mr. Robert, all right, just a minute. Mr. Robert, what's your position regarding the bond?
Our office would advocate for a very high bond in this case. In addition to what the court has already said, the defendant was also present for a PPO violation hearing on 9/5 of this month. She pled guilty to violating the PPO and was given jail time on that case. So he must have just recently gotten out of jail for the PPO violation. So to me, that says he has no respect for court orders, no respect for the bond conditions in his open felony case. He's a violent individual, as indicated by needing the PPO, by his history, by his actions in this case. So I believe for the protection of the community, there should be a high bond or no bond. And if he is out, there needs to be conditions placed on him by community corrections.
Thank you. Mr. Stickley?
So can you repeat that one more time, Your Honor, in regards to bond? He's still on bond with the circuit court.
He's on bond pending a jury trial in the circuit court on a charge of possession of methamphetamine.
I would simply ask that a bond be set. Obviously, he's probably got bigger fish to fry, and I would imagine this could potentially trigger a bond violation in circuit courts.
Yes, I don't think I need community corrections.
Listen closely. The judge isn't just reviewing charges, he's building context. Every past meth case, every bond violation, it's all coming back to show a pattern. In court, history doesn't repeat, it testifies.
Supervision, because I'm going to set the bond at $250,000, cash or surety. Mr. Fisk, I'm protecting you from yourself. The
Your Honor, I
facts
have no
here are
recollection of none of this happening. I didn't even know what the hell I woke up and I didn't know I was in jail. I didn't know.
Well,
where
that's
I was at.
that's scary too. That's very scary for the protection of the public.
I don't know
So I'm going to hold on. Like I said, I'm going to
Hang on.
hold on.
Hang on.
All right, you need to appear for any hearing, including your pre-exam conference on September 30th. You shall abide by any order of this court and surrender if any sentence is imposed. You're not to leave the state of Michigan. Do not commit any crime.
$250,000, man. I don't have $250,000. How am I going to leave the state of Michigan?
That's why I said it so high. I don't want you to leave the state of Michigan or go out when you don't know what's going on and get in more trouble. Do not use drugs or alcohol if you do post the bond. Not to use or possess any firearm or engage in assaultive behavior against any person. I'm not going to order community correction supervision because it's unlikely you're going to post that bond. This may alter things. Your pre-exam conference is September 30th. Your jury trial set for October 14th. That may be something they may try to work on a comprehensive package. I don't know. But in the time being, Mr. Fisk, you're where you need to be because you need some clean time and you need to get yourself together. All right, you're good to go. Oh, give me a minute here. Hello, I'll be with you in just a minute. Give me a sec here. I see the green one. Good afternoon.
Attempted carjacking, assault, and kicking a patrol car, that's not just bad luck, that's a highlight reel of terrible decisions. But notice how calmly Judge Middleton lists it all, never losing control of the room.
Are you Faye Ann Vandenbosch?
Yes.
I believe we've met in the past. I'm Judge Middleton. I also had Mr. Keith Stickley with me, but he's left, I think. You're wanted in the state of Indiana in LaGrange County. It's alleged that you failed to appear in LaGrange County on a charge of operating while intoxicated, level 6 felony. They issued a warrant for you back in 2020. It's now 2026. You've been in our court since then. It's my understanding that you're willing to waive extradition and go back to Indiana to address that charge. Is that correct?
Yes, I was actually sentenced on that charge. I didn't finish my
This
probation.
might be some sort of probation violation or something, but it says you failed to appear for a hearing. Well, let me read you the waiver of extradition language. I, Fay-Ann Vanden Bosch, am the person wanted by LaGrange County, Indiana, on a pending warrant on failing to appear on a charge at a court hearing stemming from a level 6 felony operating while intoxicated. I waive the issuance and service of a Michigan governor's warrant and all other procedures incidental to extradition proceedings, including the right to an attorney unless I've already retained one. I voluntarily return to the demanding state in the custody of an agent of that state. Is that what you wish to do?
Yes.
I wanted to do this earlier today to perhaps let you get back to LaGrange now, but we didn't get to it till almost 3:30. Where do you live?
Sturgis.
I've seen you here since 2000. Oh, maybe not. You got extradited back in 2020, I think, originally. And then it's been several years and they want to extradite you again. So this warrant's been out for a long time and you haven't come to our attention, but they will contact LaGrange County Sheriff and maybe they'll come get you this weekend. They set no bond on this, I guess. Once you get to LaGrange, perhaps you can post a bond and get back to it. But for the time being, I will send this to the sheriff and they can start to process your extradition waiver. Do you have any questions?
Well, I'm supposed to be on medication for my heart and seizures, and I haven't been able to even see the nurse.
Well, they may then move you to LaGrange even sooner than later. Maybe they'll do it this afternoon.
This courtroom session gets wild. A mix-up at the start, a Mercedes carjacking gone wrong, and one judge balancing chaos, crime, and compassion, all in one afternoon.